Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll run on first down. Hines. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the run.
Now it's Hines, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Forced out to, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They run with Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd down, Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set. 70, Indy. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, stick. Bryant has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set. 10-2, so don't say no. Hey, Alpha.
Off play action, it's Stick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Stick looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Any weapons?
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards.
This is Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
On the ready. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. No chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got double up, double up. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check.
Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brissett eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Hines, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Colts on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go!
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Eckler. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready, 18, Gator.
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Fire.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Buying time to his... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Brissett on 1st down. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. This is third and goal. Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready! 90, roll!
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Go! Hey! Wahoo!
Right over there. Here. Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Miami.
15 line. 15 line.
Check. Et que bien the mic. Go que bien the mic. Hey.
Bravo. Shoot.
1st and 10, Stick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On play action, Brissett. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brissett now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
Yeah, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
52's the mic, boy. 52. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Brissett again. Able to find Deion Kane complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On second down, it's Stick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett, Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now on 2nd and 16. Stick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Stick looks to throw. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Double time.
Get it.
It's Eckler again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10, and a Dolphin first down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Running on first down, Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you.
Hustle. Shoot.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Brings up fourth down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go.
On fourth down, here's Stick. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Hines. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Topper! Topper!
He ain't the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, 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 hey.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
83's me. 83.
Hey, exit.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Now.
On third down, it's Stick. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Watch the run. Kill.
They pitch it to Eckler. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Get ready.
First down, Miami.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I know he ain't got it.
Smith.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.